This is what happened when the narcissist failed to get the news supply. Ever wondered why narcissists eventually lose interest in you? Hey there, welcome back. Today, we're delving into a topic that sheds light on the dynamics of narcissistic relationships. Let's break it down. Narcissists, by nature, lack empathy. This means they struggle to genuinely care about your feelings or put themselves in your shoes. However, they do value what you provide them, especially the positive attention and emotional support you once gave. You became their shield from their own inner turmoil, absorbing much of their pain and toxicity. In return, you likely showed them genuine compassion and loyalty, sticking by their side through thick and thin. Yet, despite your efforts, narcissists often begin to pull away over time. Why does this happen? What causes them to start losing interest and pushing you away? Stay tuned as we explore these questions further. If you find this content insightful, remember to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of our future discussions. Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. We're here to support each other. When you're with a narcissist, it's inevitable that you will be devalued, or perhaps in this particular case, just not as powerful facts made straight off the market, so to speak. As you eventually sapped dry of all positive energy, which is your positive nature, gives way when your supply is gradually getting weaker. However strong you are, though, it's difficult not to be emptied when you're dealing with a narcissist. If you have to confront such toxicity, if you have to serve as their shield every day of your life for as long as they're in it, this is not a good thing. It always hurts you, always hammers at you. One could think of it as a kind of toxic floodwater trying to overwhelm you. If the water gets over your head and you're still holding out, it's going to look for any crack that it can find. And that's the way their harmful energy pressure is, just toxic floodwaters impossible to stop. Like floodwaters filling a house. Even though the house has a strong, sturdy structure, there are going to be cracks and windows that the water will still flow through. Then this aggression eventually takes over the whole building and drowns everyone inside. Thus, as that toxic energy floods into you, you are bound to deteriorate. In addition, they would have seen you in their eyes as something very shiny. It might have served to exercise their particular taste for novelty, that at first. Because at the very beginning of you as a person in their sight would have had great potential, there are still many things for them to learn about what you are. Another attraction they feel toward this. Thus, as time went by, the person who could not give much to the narcissist was no longer with them. If nothing more than this new person has them mucking about, then he provides amusement. And in their mind with the latter, they try to think of it as, at long last, they have finally found someone that solves all their deep pain and fully absorbs their entire toxic ties from now on. This one person pulls them out of their own heartache. They really do have the view of narcissists that they are going to be met forever and ever when they're with someone who makes them feel good. And they very often you, or they might be of the opinion that they no longer need you, the old partner or supply who really did give them a lot of good things, even though it was taken for granted just because once seen strong, and until you finally lost your luster maybe became weakened in their perfected control of continued evaluation. After all, you did help meet their basic needs, but not much more. But the wide-awake at night people all go home when dull stylish fades from new makes and fresh stores of narcissistic supply begin to run dry. So now, the only thing that person has left in her with regard to being able to supply you is just that, something which every party needs but cannot do without. It will come to match even less than what you gave originally, believe me. And after some time, the narcissist starts noticing this. They can't help it if one's needs are unmet in the same way, right? So it is a foregone conclusion that they will notice, something is missing from what you once had, because at the time has been that they have experienced this dukkha of having those things versus lacking them entirely. For these reasons, the tendency is for narcissists to begin having such thoughts, and they even remember the times when they met their needs. They miss those moments deeply. They rationalize it or think carefully, and then conclude that actually now, only with this person are the needs not getting met, but once they were. That's why the narcissist starts missing you well. They aren't really missing notify. Don't be mistaken. It's what your space gave them that they miss. It's the benefits they derive from but to the narcissist. This means missing the person and missing you as an individual. It is a very selfish kind of missing. So there is no need to be pleased. They won't really care about who you are as a human being even when they miss you or miss what you've been offering them. It's when they begin to miss what you've been offering them that they start thinking of ways back into your life again. And here is where you can often look for the Hoover, because it is just that simple. They want to find a way to get their needs met. When you were tried and tested and came out on top of your game, your absence in providing that supply makes them realize what they are lacking. And they want to get those needs met, and they know they can get them met with you. So that's why narcissists often attempt to return, but only under one condition: when they perceive you've moved on. If they sense you're still vulnerable and longing for them, they might hesitate because supplying that ego with admiration is what they crave. When you're still recovering and feeling crippled from their discard, what you can offer them lacks substance. It's when you've healed and regained strength, when you no longer care about their presence, that they see you as potent supply once again. This can intensify their desire to reconnect. However, remember this: if they do come back, consider carefully. Unless you're willing to risk repeating the same or worse scenario, because narcissists often worsen in subsequent encounters, it's best not to welcome them back. Ultimately, it's not beneficial in the long run, and it's not worth inviting more pain just to satisfy fleeting needs for validation. Thank you for watching. If you found this valuable, please remember to like, subscribe, and share this video with others who may benefit. Your support means a lot. Stay strong, take care, and see you next time.